Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Mike, and this is a video response to CitySurvivalist. He is really cool channel. Definitely go check him out, knife maker. But he had some questions about coins. I am pretty young, but I've been interested in coins in many years. Have a decent collection and know a whole lot. So he basically wanted to know about silver, but I'm going to go ahead and just give a little bit of a broad spectrum of coin knowledge that might be helpful to him. What he's basically doing is checking for silver and copper and stuff like that in his change, and also other valuable things. So let's go ahead and start off with the pennies. I'll actually flip that here. This is a 20th century coin book, but this top row is pennies. You got your Indian. This is your Lincoln or wheatback. The steel. This is the copper variety of the Lincoln, and this is modern day. You will want to look for all of these four, sorry. This one right here is nothing. Let me see. Let me go ahead and go into something here. Got a bunch of coin things that I'm kind of going through here, but trying to do this as quickly as possible. This is a standard wheatback, and these are very easily known due to their wheat back. Believe it or not, it's actually that simple. Let me just make sure I got my dates right. The standard Lincoln wheatback was made between the years of 1909 to 1942. And 44 and 44 to 58. So really it's from 1909 to 58. There's just a little bit of a jump in there because of this coin right here. This is their steel penny. The reason why they made this was for World War II, and they needed copper for the war. But that is basically some of the main things that you're going to be looking for is the wheatback pennies. The other pennies that you will be looking for are the Lincoln Memorial pennies or the copper pennies. These were produced between the years of, just once again, I gotta make sure I get my facts straight for you, 59 to 82. In 1982, however, about half of them, give or take, were not copper. They were the random garbage that they're using today. But, so me, I collect copper pennies as well. I set them aside, but I don't hold on to the 82s. You can if you want to. You can A, measure them, or you can B, drop them on a hard surface, such as a wooden table, and grab one that you know is copper and one that you know is not. Drop them both, you will hear a distinct difference. Copper will ring, and the whatever they're using, I think it's nickel in the pennies now, won't. So if you want to do it that way, you can do it that way as well. It's not 100% accurate, but it is really close. Also, let's go ahead and go back to here. Let's look at nickels. This is your standard nickel. You don't want that. The only nickels that you want with Jefferson on it are between the years of 42 through 45. Those were for World War II. Also, they needed the nickel for other projects. So these do have silver content. I'm not sure exactly what the percentage is, but you're going to want to pull out the ones between 42 and 45. I'm going to show you a quick little trick here on how to do this. if you're looking at these, so this way you don't have to remember the date. On a standard nickel, the mint will be right by the year. On the wartime silver ones, it's on the back, right above the picture on the back. I don't know if you can pick that up, but there's a P right above my fingernail. So that's an easy way to look for the wartime silvers. The Buffalo nickel and the Liberty Head or Victory nickel do not have silver content, but they are worth money. They're worth $1 minimum, or something like that. Well, actually, I don't know. You'll probably get at least 50 cents for them. You can usually buy them for about $1. So, you can look at these. Let's see, I'll pull out a Buffalo here, so that way you can see the front and the back. This is the front of the original Buffalo. This is the back of the original Buffalo. He said that he had found one Buffalo nickel, and it kind of is, but it is not as well. It was part of this set, Lewis and Clark set. I believe these were done in 2004, 2005, yes. And two of them have regular faced, and two of them have these kind of weird angle of the face coins. But these are not what you're looking for. These are worth 5 cents a piece. So if you're looking for buffaloes, you're going to get a nice Indian on the front. So, and one thing that you're going to want to look for on the Indians is one of the legs on one, I can't remember the year, I think it was 23, is a little bit weird. The stamp was messed up, so it looks like it's three-legged. Actually, it looks like it has 4 legs, but one of the legs is kind of messed up. So if you find one of those, you're in the money. That's going to be worth a lot. Also, you asked about the pennies. One thing to look for on the pennies. I'm sorry, I hope I don't overload, and I hope this doesn't take too long. It'll probably be a two-parter. But one thing with the pennies that you can look for, and pull out another coin book, is a 1909S. That is a pretty rare coin. As you can see, this page is pretty skim because a lot of these are a little bit expensive. But the 1909S is going to be worth a good amount. The one that well, actually, the two that you really want to look for, which I highly doubt you'll find, and if you do, congratulations, big time. 1909S VDB. VDB was the initials of the man who designed this. It was made through half of the year. They had his initials on the back. You can look more up on that if you want to. But the standard VDB with no mint is not really worth that much, maybe a few dollars. The SVDB, however, is worth a lot. The other one that you're going to want to keep your eye out is a 1914D. That one will be worth a pretty penny as well. So those are a couple things that you can look for. As far as dimes go, you're going to want to look for your standard Roosevelt dimes 1964 and back. You mentioned that you thought that they made them 1964 and back are 90%. You wondered if 1965 to 1970 were 40%. That is not true. The only coin that was like that is the $50. So keep your eyes out for 70 and back $50. But anything 1964 and back is worth money, and it has silver content. As far as quarters go, it's the exact same thing with the dimes. Everything 64 and back, silver. That's pretty much all you're going to look for. As far as $50 go, I have a few here. I was actually one of those people that went to banks and got coins, and I got this Barber, this, and this. These were all three. Actually, this one too. Were all fines. Actually, I think all of these except for the Walking Liberty were ones I found in rolls. But from 1965 to 1970, they were 40% silver. And from 1964 and back, they're 90% silver. So definitely keep your eye out for silver dollars. If you do end up going to banks looking for silver coins, buy half dollars. You have the highest chance. One, because they aren't used as far as money goes as much as quarters, dimes, and nickels or pennies. So you have a higher chance of finding something that hasn't been picked out through use. Silver dollars. The last actual silver dollar that was made and sent was used in circulation was in 1935. That was the last dollar. Your Eisenhower dollars, which are these top ones, this is a standard, this is bicentennial. These do not have silver content. Normally, they did make a few that had silver content, but you're most likely not going to find them in your circulation. You can hold on to them. They aren't really worth more than $1 now, but they might be in a few years. I couldn't tell you. The Susie B. Anthony and the Sacagawea dollars, you can throw those back in circulation. There really isn't anything fancy in there. So I hope that helps you. I don't know if it really will. Kind of blasted through that last part pretty fast. So yeah, there you go. Pretty much everything 64 and back, you're gonna want to keep, except for nickels. Nickels, you're gonna want to keep 42 through 45. Those are the wartime silvers. The mint is on the back, like I said. Something easy to remember. With the pennies, it is 81 and back for 100% copper guarantee, or 90. I believe it's 90% copper guarantee. And 82, if you want to be risky, you can weigh them, or like I said, drop them on a wood table, and you'll hear the difference between copper and nickel or aluminum or whatever they're using. So there you go. That's my quick little tutorial on how to do that. If you have any other questions or anything, let me know. I'd be more than happy to tell you. I've been doing coins for years, plan on doing them for more years in the future, and I have a bunch of resource materials. So yeah, definitely contact me if you have any more questions, and I can definitely at least try to give you the answer. So anyways, that'll wrap it up this time. If you've actually stuck around for this entire video, I will have another video out probably today or tomorrow. I'm thinking of probably doing a review on the Spyderco Tenacious coming up very soon. Also, my finger, that guy's fault right there, which I'll cover in the review. But anyways, see y'all next time.